Hey everybody, Dave Hooke over here with Dave Hooke Real Estate Team with Phil the Thrill, and we're going to talk about the 160th anniversary of the Shelling of Carlisle. Now, Phil, tell us who's here going to educate us on the Shelling of Carlisle.
Well, I do declare we got some guests here today.
Come on in.
Yeah, we got Courtney Coffin of the Barefoot Historian, and we got the company of the Barefoot Historian, Chris Jones, with us today. They own the Barefoot Historian and Company right here in downtown Carlisle at 42 West High Street, and they're also a huge part of the 160th anniversary of the Shelling of Carlisle. So we're going to talk to them, and we're going to get the skinny on what's going on June 10th right here in downtown Carlisle.
And we're going to do that we're going to go to the courthouse, right?
Yeah.
And actually see what happened.
That's right. That's right.
Awesome. And so if you're watching this, we're all about community connection real estate. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to learn more. And hold on, Vic, we're going to learn more about the Shelling of Carlisle. Hey everybody, so here we are at the front of the Carlisle Courthouse, and I'm here again with Phil the Thrill, and we're going to learn from some of the most educated historians I've definitely ever met, all about the Shelling of Carlisle and the anniversary that's coming up on June 10th. But before we do, I just wanted to make some comments. What happened? I mean, I got some boots. I'm dressed as a Union soldier.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. What happened here?
By the way, these have some platforms on them or something.
Yeah, look at these.
It added like 6 inches to you, Dave.
I know. It makes you feel a little insecure when I'm that much taller.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I know.
I got this cool wig on, though.
That wig's way better than anything.
It's a pretty cool wig. And I heard this is like a $400 hat. So what do you guys say about that? Huh?
I know.
Huh?
I know.
Just interject real quick.
Yeah.
Phil heard rebellion and dressed for literally the wrong rebellion.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're all of like 1776. We're about 100, 10 years later. 7 years
So
later.
Wrong century, Phil.
I
Wrong
dress
century.
longer.
You look good.
I
You
gotta
look great.
Get back in my DeLorean and move up a couple years.
That's
but
right.
anyway. Let's
digress.
Let's talk about the Shelling of Carlisle.
Yeah.
Chris, when did the Shelling take place here in Carlisle? And maybe just explain what that means for people who might not know.
So July 1st, 1863, the Confederate troops had been here already, requisitioned a large sum of supplies from the town. They moved off to what became the Battle of Gettysburg.
Right.
And while they're gone, Union troops from Harrisburg come in. They recapture the town. There's much rejoicing. And then Confederates actually show up from the Dillsburg area in the form of Jeb Stuart's cavalry. They say to General Baldy Smith, "Surrender the town or we will shell."
Right.
And Baldy Smith,
What Smith says?
"Shell away and be damned."
Wow. Wow.
that's
Smith
what
was
happened.
like, bring it on.
And if you actually look right here behind Phil,
Right here.
you can see what happens when Fitzhugh Lee's brigade shells away.
Wow. And then what happened? So they shelled and
They send in 2 more flags of truce to also demand the surrender of the town.
yeah.
Smith tells them first he will see them in a much hotter climate first,
Okay.
and then he says the answer has been given twice before. Now they're expecting a full-scale cavalry charge through the streets of Carlisle the next morning, but about 3 a.m. word is received from the main Confederate army in Gettysburg that that's where the battle is happening. Stuart, knock it off, get your butt here. So back in the saddles, limber up the artillery. Whenever everybody wakes up the morning of July 2nd, the Confederates are gone, and there was again much rejoicing.
And the town's safe.
Yeah.
Sounds safe.
Wow.
And that leads to, of course, the Battle of Gettysburg, right?
Yes, so the Battle of Gettysburg, which began on July 1st, is then joined by the Confederate cavalry July 2nd. They fight July 3rd out east of town, and then you have, much overshadowing of Carlisle because of everything that happened in Gettysburg.
Right.
So we're going to be commemorating the 160th anniversary of the Shelling of Carlisle, June 10th. It's coming up on Saturday. It starts at 10 o'clock. And Courtney, what are some things that's happening that day?
Well, we're having the reenactment that actually Chris wrote the entire script of. So every character that you see is actually a citizen who lived here at the time of the battle. Very, very cool. So you can actually get to know what was happening to the citizens of Carlisle. We have a kids drill. We've got vendors coming, food,
all of it,
all kinds of stuff. It's going to be quite the event, but a wonderful way for Carlisle citizens to learn more about their town and really appreciate what happened here because it was significant.
I love that.
And
There's a lot going on, June 10th.
It's a free event. Like there's going to be vendors on West High Street. The actual reenactment starts at 3:00. Where can people find more information about it if they're interested in coming? Where can they go?
If they go to facebook.com/historic Carlisle, or if they just put 160th Shelling of Carlisle in their search bar.
Gotcha. And there's also going to be some Civil War plaques that are going to be hung at different spots around town. It's going to be a fun event.
It's not
going to be a fun event. It's going to be
an important,
educational, engaging, entertaining.
There you go. Okay.
But it is something I can bring my kids to.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And there's stuff for them to do. And it's important to bring our kids to so they can learn the history of Carlisle, the community that we're living in. And,
That's right.
And I have a question. You're going to be there. Are you going to be dressed up as a soldier?
You know, I'm going to have to get the right wardrobe for it.
Right. You're in the wrong century.
I'm in the wrong year here,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll have some sort of garb on.
I love that. I love that. So you're going to see Phil the Thrill there, and it's going to be an important educational event. Bring your families, learn more about the community. Last thing for Courtney and Chris, if somebody wants to meet you guys or see your store, the history that you've built here, where can they go? What's the address again?
42 West High Street. We're right next to the Carlisle Theater. You can't miss us. Under the marquee.
And the name of the organization?
The Barefoot Historian and Company, and Historic Carlisle is hosting the reenactment itself. The president, Chris, is the committee chairman.
Perfect. Barefoot Historian and Company. Barefoot Historian and
She
Company.
doesn't have shoes on right
Doesn't
now.
even have shoes on. Perfect.
Nope.
She's living it out, everybody. There you have it. We're all about community connection in real estate. I hope you and your loved ones will come out and attend an important event June 10th. Educate everyone you know in the community. We'll see you there. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.